Now, I'm hoping there's more actionable advice in this one, not just buy some
So today
course,
I want to talk about a new method for vlogging, a new way to vlog that I think is going to
right?
be absolutely massive in 2025.
I,
It's
I
already
don't
been
care
going
about
bigger and
vlogging,
bigger over the last year, but I think it's really going to explode. And this method is slightly different to the more classical type of vlogging. Now, obviously, vlogging is coming back into fashion as people are craving more and more authentic
I'm
content. But
hoping
this
this is
method is
talking
something
about
I
what
like to call the
I thought
grandpa
it was
method.
talking about.
Now, the grandpa method is a strategy that many channels, some of which I'm about to show you, are
Right,
using
right.
to get absolutely millions and millions of views with low effort, very simple, low editing, almost no editing
I've been
type
seeing
of
this a
videos. So
lot.
you just get in front of the camera and you talk on a particular topic. So I'm going to take you through a number of channels. I'm going to explain to you what the granddad method is, how you can do it, how you can leverage it,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to see for yourself. There's also something
Yeah,
that
the
you may have seen some of
school
these channels before, but
dot
there's something
com
that
sign
people
in the
are
background.
missing and experts have even missed as well, I think. So
That's
you're
not
going
a good
to get to
sign.
understand that and then how you can leverage this in 2025 to start growing your own vlogging style channel, which is going to be much easier and much faster for you. So let's jump into it. So the first channel you may have heard of is Dry Creek Wrangler. Now this guy has
No,
become absolutely massive and he's
I
literally
never heard of
getting
this guy.
nearly 2 million monthly views. I think he's going to be getting a lot more. He's just been on the Modern Wisdom podcast, and this guy is
I
absolutely
don't know what that is
brilliant. Now, he
either.
was originally talking about horses. He taught and trained horses, and then he has a school, sort of a cowboy school, where he was then helping other young men and everything to become cowboys and just grow
Okay.
as men, I believe. So if I've got that wrong, feel free to let me know. But essentially, this guy now does very simple content. He started to have days where he's just speaking to the camera and literally just
Mm-hmm.
on a pipe or smoking a cigar and chatting about life lessons. And this really tapped into something that men really, young men especially, really needed at this time. And then he just started doing more and more of that laid back content. And he realized that this was actually what people wanted from him. They liked the horse stuff, but they weren't really coming for that. But they were coming from him, for him as a personality. And as you can see, it's one take stuff, long vlog style videos, and then literally just one takes, just talking on a particular topic. And I'm going to break
Just
things
talking,
down very soon. I just
talking
want
and
to show you a
smoking.
few more examples before we dive into the actual strategy itself. The next one is we have Sam Sulek. So Sam Sulek
This
is the massive
guy
guy that does
I
very
have definitely
laid
heard
back
of.
styles of videos. And everybody's been talking about this in the last year, saying, oh, YouTube's going back to the old style where it's just no thumbnails, low
I
effort strategies and everything else.
His
And
views are
just
down though.
vlogging style videos.
I
And there
mean,
is an element of
ain't
truth
not
to that,
ain't
but I'm
nothing
going to
wrong
get
with
into why people have
200,000
missed
views, but
why this is successful and missed
I
the
know he
point of
was
the strategy.
averaging like
So
a
this one
million
again,
views a
he's doing
video.
incredibly well. Literally just a really
He's
muscly
almost
guy,
at
nearly 8
4 million
million monthly
subscribers.
views, which is crazy for this type of low effort vlogging content. And then the next one we have is one called
Is it low
Madeline
effort
Argy,
though?
if I'm hopefully saying that right. I've only just come across this one. And she's a young woman who's basically
I
just talking about very simple things. She's
I
often sitting in
just
a car or she's
saw
just sitting in bed and just talking to the
I just saw a video where she just popped up in my feed, and I tried to watch some of her videos just to see like why are these videos going crazy? I don't get it. Like she just not for me. She talks a mile a minute, by the way, and it's like all over the place. And I don't know, it just seems like she's not really talking about anything, which I guess is what people want and is the point
camera
of this.
about her life and her struggles or whatever else. And she is literally getting 1.2 million monthly views, even more than that, in fact. So again, very simple, low effort
Man,
content, and it's doing incredibly well. Almost no thumbnails again. So we're seeing this
she does a
strategy
lot of the
time and
talking in
time
the
again.
car
But then if we
thing,
go to a more
which I
classic type
noticed
of
is
vlog, I want to
uh,
show you this as well throughout these examples because these
becoming
vlogs are
popular.
very different. Now, these vlogs are still doing pretty well, still getting 500,000 views, but these are very polished. The thumbnails are well thought out. They're very story
Uh-uh.
visually story
Yeah, we
driven.
don't care about that. We're
So
not
you're
doing
taking
all
people
that.
on a
That's too much
journey.
work.
You're showing people amazing things. You're making it very cinematic. You're making it very visual. But these are highly polished videos. These are high production
Mm.
videos. And yet they aren't performing as well. And that's because this is still very in demand content, don't get me wrong, but it's the old way
6
of
a.m.
vlogging.
morning
People are craving
routine,
authenticity.
morning
So again,
ride,
we see other
workout.
young people who go on
6
about how we need
a.m.
to document our life. And yes, being a vlogger of yourself, where you're documenting your life, and these sort of diary style channels, where I think he calls this my digital diary, this is vlog.
Whoa. He only have 122,000 subscribers. But I'm saying only, it says he has 30 videos on that channel. But if he's only put up 30 videos, he's going crazy. What are you talking about?
With you being the topic. So you are the subject of the vlog.
George,
People are coming
what?
back to this to learn about you. So it doesn't matter what you're doing so much in the video. It's more your story, your journey, and you. They're buying into you. So you are essentially an influencer. So the topic of your content doesn't matter as much. Sure, you're going to see that some content performs better than others, but they're not coming for your traveling. They're not necessarily coming for the topics that you're talking about. They're just coming to check in, and it's sort
Can't
of
even find this
voyeurism
guy.
and
Oh, I was
really the
spelling it
sort
wrong.
of in real life.
No.
In real life,
No.
it is in real life, but it's the kind of reality show style where we're buying into the celebrity and the individual, and we're curious about them. But these are slightly different. And here's what I mean, and this is why I call it
1 point. Okay. He got 1.3 million subscribers, but he's also put up 248 videos. And he also has probably been doing this a while. Hold on a second. I want to see. Okay, this guy has 53 videos up now since he start. Wait, now he's at. Huh? This must be a different channel. Wait a minute. I got to go back because I'm looking at this guy's channel. I'm looking at this guy's
on a journey. You're showing people amazing things.
Where's the name? I want to make sure I got the name right. Okay.
We need to document.
Was I reading that wrong? Oh, wait, what? Okay, this is a different guy. This is a different guy. I guess while I was looking away, he changed. Okay, that was a different guy. So this guy, come on,
500,000 views, but these
George something. Damn, he scrolls so fast. George Lowe. George Lowe. George Lowe. Probably not even how you say that. Okay. He gained 22,000 subscribers since that video was uploaded. So he's up to 144 now, and he only put up 2 more videos. I want to see these cuz I'm wondering, cuz 30 videos and having like that kind of growth is kind of crazy. Yeah, he's only he's done, and this was a year ago. He's been doing this for a year. Show this on the screen. Window is this? Hold up. Window captures. Oh, gotta make sure I don't. All right. That one, right? Yeah. So this guy, he's been doing it. I'm probably going to look at his videos later because I'm really wondering, like, is he doing a whole lot? But they're not. Yeah, he's right though. Like, they're not going crazy. This one has 18. I mean, not 18, but 1.8 million. And this one got 1.2. But then he's getting 30. He's kind of all over the place. That one got 300,000. But even so, he only put up 30 videos. That's kind of wild that he's growing that quickly and he's only been doing it for a year. See this other guy. This other guy is Jason. I forgot already. Is something with a Z. Something like that. Yeah. So I was looking at that a second ago. He's okay, his stuff is not doing nearly as well, and he's put up more videos. He's been doing it 2 years. Looked like he just started going hard a year ago though. And now he's got 50 videos up. Not doing all that much. Hold on. What's his most popular video? 195K on one of these videos. Okay. And he looks like he's putting a lot of work into it. Like, I see what this guy is trying to describe.
Because these
like
are very different.
Like that is, yeah, way different from the girl. Who's the girl? Madeline something, right? Madeline Angry or something. Argy. Madeline Argy. Look at this. This girl is going crazy. Wait, what is this? Feeding starving celebrities featuring. Okay. Who is that? I don't even know who that is, but look at how she's going. She kind of looks like or at least right there, she looked like Natalia Dyer. She looked like
Hey guys,
welcome to that. I'm not trying to watch that. Okay. These are going insane. Like, look, she got 300,000, 350,000 on that one. 89K on something just from 12 days ago. 2 weeks ago, she did that. Wait a minute. She's not going as crazy as I thought. Okay, there goes the million. And whatever video I saw had like so many views. And it was so stupid. And like, look at her titles. Her titles aren't even like special. It's like, man. But she's probably like really being herself and like reaching an audience. Like, people are connecting with her. This whole in the car thing, I'm gonna have to make some videos in a car. I have to get in a car. Like, all her well, this one she's in bed with the 1.5 million. Her, well, they both have 1.5 million, these first two. But yeah, but 3 of them are in the car. Most of these high view ones are in the car. Look at this. All this top stuff in the car. If I was her, I would make all the videos in the car. We're not doing anything else anymore. Y'all love the car. I don't know what it is about the car. It looks like she's probably going that way. This is like a weekly thing. Okay, I'm spending too much time on that. I just found that interesting. Let's
now these vlogs still
teach me.
Well.
Teach me how to do
still
it.
Still getting 500,000 views, but these are very polished. The thumbnails are well thought out. They're very story driven, visually story driven. So you're taking people on a journey. You're showing people amazing things. You're making it very cinematic. You're making it very visual. But these are highly polished videos. These are high production videos, and yet they aren't performing as well. And that's because this is still very in-demand content, don't get me wrong, but it's the old way of vlogging. People are craving authenticity. So again, we see other young people who go on about that we need to document our life. And yes, being a vlogger of yourself,
Nothing to do with the video, but I like his cursor with the hand, the gloved hand.
Digital diary. This is vlogging with you being the topic. So you are the subject of the vlog. People are coming back to this to learn about you. So it doesn't matter what you're doing so much in the video. It's more your story, your journey, and you. They're buying into you. So you are essentially an influencer. So the topic of your content doesn't matter as much. Sure, you're going to see that some content performs better than others, but they're not coming for your traveling. They're not necessarily coming for the topics that you're talking about. They're just coming to check in, and it's sort of voyeurism and really the sort of in real life. Well, not in real life. It is in real life, but it's the kind of reality show style where we're buying into the celebrity and the individual, and we're curious about them. But these are slightly different. And here's what I mean, and this is why I call it the grandpa method. And it's because they talk on a particular subject.
Don't you care about
that
them?
Goes round in circles, but there is one singular point to the videos. So there is always a singular point that this guy talks about, but he does the grandpa method. So if you know the grandpa in The Simpsons, and it's been a long time since I've watched The Simpsons, but I remember that everybody always complained about his stories, that they were meandering. So they go round in a circle and they go off in tangents, and sometimes you don't even reach the end destination. But there was one singular point to the conversation that started.
We call that
so
the main
it's a very
character
meandering
now.
Type
That's
of
the
way of getting in that general direction. And if you think about programs such as Seinfeld or The Office, these are mundane general things, but there's always one small point to the program itself, but the rest of it is just daily lifestyle and everything else in real life. And these are things that I hear lots of the sort of Gen Z saying in IRL, in real life, and that's becoming a thing. We want more of the in real life now. We're craving that authenticity. But what the reason these are successful?
Yeah, because we don't want to live our own lives.
Because of that meandering in
we
real
want to
life.
live
You
our
feel like
lives
you're
through
talking
other
to
people
a
on the
friend.
internet.
But the difference between these and the traditional sort of vlog is there is a point to it. And this is where this type of strategy can work for anybody that is, say, in the expert or educational, or you have something to teach. So rather than, let's say, you having a very highly edited video that you
But I'm a dummy who doesn't know anything
for this particular thing, if you took 1 or 2 points out of that, let's say the main 3 points, and then you went about your day walking around, changing scene, perhaps some of it was in the office, and then another part was you having lunch and telling another point, and you taking people throughout your day on the journey. But you're not a travel vlogger. You're not somebody just walking down the street vlogging about their life diary style like the other channel I showed you. You're still an educator. You change the format, but you don't have to do lots of editing because the changes of scene and the background and the other things going on are the meandering. Maybe you stop to talk to someone, so you stop talking about the topic you were talking about. Grandpa style, tangents. You go off a little bit here and then you come back to it. Meander off again and then you come back to it. So there's always a point to it. You're still educating on one particular thing. So you actually have to plan your videos less. All you have to do is pick one particular point that you want to speak about.
I think he's misunderstanding
people are doing this in
some
cars,
of this.
as you can see. You've probably seen many channels out there where people speak in cars because, you know, it's easy, it's soundproofed almost. So it's a good place to actually record with just your phone or anything like that.
I didn't
especially
think
if you don't have
about
microphones yet. But
I didn't think about soundproofing.
People want to
well, don't have
so
microphones.
and
That Madeline girl has like a
hustle culture.
Sure.
So he's talking about particular topics and sharing his views and opinions. Sam Sulek, everybody says that his content is very simple. There's not much going on. There's no edit. There's no thumbnails. That's not true. These are well thought out. So yes,
I
he
agree.
just talks on topics and he's a day in the life, but there's always a point to what he's doing. And if you look at these are all engineered as well. And there's really another point that I think people have missed out on that I'm going to get to very soon. These are engineered. Like this visual here, you may say, well, it's not an edited, it's a planned thumbnail. It's still planned. you still plan out when you're out and about in your head a few shots you may want for your thumbnail to then use. And then you could add a couple of words. He has a very interesting physique. He's massive. So
For
he
sure.
you know, he's built, and that's interesting. He's built like Arnold Schwarzenegger. If we look at this one, Sulek, so it's got his clothing brand, and then him posing in a
He even has
Olympian sort of style. And what we can see, he's shredding, so he's obviously got a competition, hence the pose. And then talking about the clothing announcement and the clothing, this is planned. Posing,
oh
planned.
yeah, selling
He's showing the muscles. off. The
selling
muscles
merch.
are
Yeah.
the pull. It's the same here.
Oh, look
He's a
at the.
cowboy.
I
It's
didn't even see
interesting.
that.
And
I didn't
this
even
is
see that. Hold on, I got to
the
go back.
pull.
I like so it's got Sulek on the shirt, and really this is the frame. I didn't even notice that. I was looking at him. I didn't even see this. But yeah, that's an interesting thumbnail
It's the
actually.
same here. He's a cowboy. It's interesting. And this is the point
I
I
wonder what
want you
he
to take.
sells.
You can vlog traditional style like these diary ones if you're interesting. Or you can be teaching something that's interesting. So this comes back to the educational part. You make the in real life and the interesting part and you bring them together. But the reason people are coming to Sam Sulek is because he's visually interesting. He's achieved something great, and you can see that. That makes him interesting. So we come back to that. But you also teach a nugget. So if we were just saying about his life and him being interesting, that would probably still be enough for Sam Sulek. But it may not be enough for you or me. I am not built like him. I'm probably not as interesting in terms of what I'm doing and to the audience.
Yeah,
So
weak
you have to
arms.
find ways to be more
Yes, I
interesting,
can't
and
do
that
that.
comes across
Wait a
with the
minute.
educational style. So you need an element of something extra. Just vlogging without being that interesting, you have to try and make your day and the mundane sound interesting, which is possible, but then that requires great skill in terms of editing and storytelling. So you're either interesting in
That's
terms
work.
of your capability
You're not trying to
for
work.
recording videos and editing, or you're interesting in the way that you come across and the things that you talk about. So you have to have interesting, you have to either be interesting or have an interesting subject that you are talking about. So that is the grandpa style, and that's what I recommend. So literally
Also being cute
merge
doesn't hurt.
interesting, find a way to be interesting, but if you're weird or quirky or whatever else, embrace that. Bring
That's
that in.
that's reductive. I mm, no, it still doesn't hurt.
But
It's still
otherwise,
true. It may be
the
reductive,
mundane
but it's
is
still true.
interesting. And this is what I want you to drill home as well. Programs like The Office and Seinfeld were interesting to the masses because we can all relate to the boring and the mundane. That is what we like. It's comfortable, it's warming, we relate to it, we know it because we all experience it. When you're doing a travel vlog and you're out in some far-flung country and it looks beautiful and amazing, yes, we're all interested in that for that reason. And then you're a second, you're a plan B to that. But unless you're going to be a travel vlogger for the rest of your life, at some point you're going to want to stop for a while. And then what? So the idea is, yes, just walking down the street in your city or your town is visually interesting. People like to see what's going on around. So you're adding an extra layer to your educational videos. So that's what I'm saying. You can do these vlogging channels, but no longer it's just vlogging. No longer just diary vlogging, unless you're doing something interesting or you're an interesting person. But if you add the educational part or some type of thing in between, then you will succeed. It needs a second layer. And that's where the grandpa style of storytelling that meanders but does have an actual point is the method that you should be using in 2025. So I hope you got something out of that. If you would like more training on growing your YouTube channel, then we do have a free community and free training. The link is in the video description.
Oh, of course you do.
Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you inside the next one.
Again, I was hoping for some more like step by step, like how to do this. But I guess the point of doing that is like you don't need to know how to do it. I think you need like a thing though. I think you need a thing. Like I watched one girl and she was doing I don't remember her name, but she was doing like tarot card reading. right? They're tarot cards. Can't remember. But yeah, she was reading the or tarot. Yeah, tarot cards. Uh, and it was so dumb to me. Like I don't follow any of that stuff, but I don't believe in it. Like my wife is crazy about that kind of stuff. Actually, like she got the app and like checking our compatibility and stuff. Like see how well we work together. I'm like, what if it tells you that we need to get a divorce? Like, don't follow that shit. No. But yeah, she's doing that thing and she's just in the car, uh, like basically reading out a fortune. She's she's basically like, call me now for your free reading. Like that's basically the whole thing. Like I think like I need a thing like that. I'm trying to figure out what that thing is for me where I can just sit and talk about stuff. But we gonna get to it. One of these videos is gonna tell me exactly what I need to do to succeed. I'm not gonna stop until I find something that actually has like actionable steps